It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First and 10, Taylor now. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. The Titans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Escaping the... And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete.
A 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. A 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Taylor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll look to run with Taylor. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
York able to send this one through.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll look to throw again.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
He gets away from one. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A beautiful fake. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down inside the 15 he goes. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Dolphins 21, Titans 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Dolphins.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now back to throw. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Green. Shifts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's complete to Palmer.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Across midfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Yet again, it's McLaurin.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Oh, fighting off the defender. Oh, another great move. And he's got this down to the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins first down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
A final shot now for Lawrence. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey,